It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. To the air, it's Rodgers. They're bringing heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Try to get it to the edge. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man. It's Thornton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Looking for space. It's Selden. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to run for it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Vols! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. Looking to the big tight end. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On third down, he drops the throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And he's running in the open. The 40. Past the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. And he's still running after the move. Running toward the tape. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Tennessee 21, Washington 7.
Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. When I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Hits the spin cycle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Washington right back to the line. motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's Rodgers. Dances away. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Bringing the heat. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Volunteers are marching down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll try the run. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have pushed past.
Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
That makes the score Tennessee.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Pocket starts to collapse. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
On 3rd down, going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Tennessee, 28. Washington, 14.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. 1st down here for the offense. Unloads to the wideout. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Tennessee 28, Washington 14.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Tennessee offense rolls it over 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 13 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Staley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The give to the single back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He makes the connection. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Selden.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk of play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Sampson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 35, Washington 21.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Right back to the well. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Selden. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. there to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Washington, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Dropping back, it's Rodgers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter.
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They're going to run it to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 5 over South Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect